Does postcolonial theory apply to countries that were never colonized? The question might seem odd, but let me explain. Postcolonial theory is all about deconstructing racist and imperialistic justifications for colonialism. In short, in the colonial era, white empires such as Great Britain, France, and yes, even the United States seized lands from other nations, took their natural resources, and kept much of the profits in their own pockets. This was justified by claims that the lands they seized were backward and inhabited by inferior people who just didn't know how to exploit and destruct land in a modern way. Civilization. As we know today, racist theories about inferiority were wrong, but there's still this idea that poorer nations in the global south just don't know how to run their own countries and need a guiding hand from white saviors from the West. So, we still need postcolonial theory to tear apart these arguments. Now, not all nations in the global south and east were colonized. Thailand, Japan, Liberia, and Ethiopia are prime examples. Let's look at Ethiopia specifically. In the West, there were definitely whites who saw Ethiopia as inferior and wanted to colonize it. But in 1896, the Italians got beaten big time by Ethiopia at the Battle of Adwa, and Ethiopia gained respect from large parts of the West. Because of this, the country was never colonized, although the Italians did occupy Ethiopia briefly from 1936 to 1941. Also, the fact that Ethiopia was officially a Christian kingdom that was eager to modernize means that the Western powers were largely sympathetic towards Ethiopia. In fact, some historians claim that Ethiopia itself acted as a colonial power by expanding its empire at the expense of other nations during the 19th century, and in doing so adopted the racist views of the Western powers. However, it should be noted that this view is controversial. An opposite view by historians is that Ethiopia could be seen as just any empire that integrated its conquered lands rather than exploited them for profit like the Western powers did to its colonies. Therefore, post-colonial theories around colonial oppression and exploitation don't fit squarely with a country like Ethiopia. Having said that, parts of the West were eager to colonize Ethiopia, and you can definitely find Europeans who held racist views about Ethiopians, justifying why they were inferior and why they should be owned by a Western power. The fact that Italy attempted to take Ethiopia twice is a testament to this. In this way, you can definitely deconstruct the West's relationship to Ethiopia with post-colonial theory. But, as with a lot of historical facts, things are complicated, as it also garnered a lot of respect around the world as an independent African empire. And let's not forget, Ethiopia inspired liberation movements among African nations and among people of African descent. If you're interested in post-colonial theory and post-colonial theory about Ethiopia in particular, have a look at the sources in the list. And last but not least, big thanks to Wikimedia Commons and Shutterstock for providing so many free images. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And bye for now.